Hi guys, this is Gal from wp.codes and this is the course about hooks, WordPress hooks, and in this part I'm going to talk mostly about action hooks and later on I will talk about filters as well. So hooks allow us to manipulate data in an easy and safe way without the need to touch the core code. WordPress itself comes with many hooks. You can see all the hooks in this list in adambrown.info. Those are just the action hooks. You can see that there are quite a few. And usually when we work with hooks, we can also work with plugins and themes where the developers of those plugins made hooks in their plugins. So you as the developer that make your website for a client using those plugins, you can change the way things work without actually needing to change the plugin or the theme core code. You can just do it from the hook itself, and I will show you exactly what I mean, but that's why we really can use hooks a lot. It's really great. So there are two types of hooks: action hooks and filter hooks. Action hooks are something that is triggered by an event. For example, a user is logged in, a post has been saved, the footer just loaded, the header just loaded, something happened. And when this happened, we can add a function there. So, for example, the footer just loaded. Let's add some text behind it, or above it, or under it, or whatever. So, a user just logged in. Let's send him a message. Something happened. Do something else. It allows us to do that. Filter hooks are also a great thing. They allow us to manipulate data and existing data. So for example, you can take a variable from one function, do something with it in your filter that you made, and return it to the function, and something will happen with the data. And it sounds kind of weird, but once you will see the examples, it will be fine, believe me. So yeah, that's the intro. Let's get into action hooks now. So action hooks are basically made up of two type of functions, the do action and the head action. And the do action is you put the do action where you want something to happen. So you don't know what it will be, but you want something to happen. For example, if you have a user logged in and you want something to happen there, so you might put the do action there. So let me show you exactly what I mean. This is a file, the content.php of this website. And right now, if I add some text right here and save, you can see that the text goes right here. So if I add a do action here, I can name it whatever I want. I will just name it my hook, and I will add a prefix of WPC, which means WP code. Basically what it means is when the user gets to this point, when this hook fired up, some action will happen. Now we don't know what this action be. In fact, there is no action hooked into this hook right now, so nothing will happen, but we just made sure that there is a hook here and we can start hooking functions to this hook. So right now we are in the content.php. So the second important thing is this add action. Now with add action we can hook functions or add actions if you want to our hook. So we created here the hook and now we can start hooking things into it. So let me just show you that right now nothing happened. I mean I deleted this text, but nothing else will happen once I do a refresh. And that just wanted to make it clear. So now let's go to our functions.php and let me show you what we can do. So I will create a function and I will just call it WPC hello world, and what this function will do will be just echo hello world. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook this function into the hook which I created in the content.php file. So in order to do this, I will actually use the add action function. So head action. The first thing I need to state, the first argument is where I want to put it. I mean, in which hook I want to put it. So I called the hook WPC my hook. So let's say it, WPC my hook. And the second argument is what I want to header, WPC hello world. And let me just show you. Let's refresh. And you can see that the hello world is right here. So this is a very simple action hook. Now, one more thing to note is that it can also take a priority. A priority means when will the hook fire up regarding other hooks regarding other actions that might be hooked to the hook. So maybe I should make it clear that you can hook more than one action into any hook. You can do an indefinitely hook. So let's create another function. Call it WPC goodbye. And this one will do a echo goodbye everyone. And we are going to hook it as well. So just like this. Now instead of, I'm just going to change the function name. And let's refresh. And you can see that we have hello world and then goodbye everyone. Let's add a small space right here and right here and right here and here. So hello world and goodbye everyone. And right now hello world will happen before goodbye everyone. But if I want to change that, I can use the priority to make sure that this will fire before this. And the way I do it is, the lower the priority, the higher it will be in the order. So if I give this a priority of 5 and this a priority of 10, you will see that goodbye will be before hello everyone, and as you can see it happened. So hello everyone come before hello world. Now, one thing that is important to note is that if I don't give a priority, the default priority is 10. So this is actually the same because no priority is 10. So this is a very basic action hook. And let me show you some more example. And now we can actually use this in a more real world problem. So let's go to my website. And this website is a WooCommerce website. I've installed a WooCommerce plugin. And WooCommerce is a really nice plugin. And the developers did a great job in allowing us to manipulate the data without needing to change the core code of WooCommerce. And one way that they allow us to do it is using action hooks. So let me type for a moment. Let me show you something that is the action hooks in WooCommerce. You can just type WooCommerce hooks in Google and you will get into the hook reference right here, this page. As you can see, there is a very nice list of all the hooks that are in WooCommerce. And let me just look for something. Okay, this one is the 1 minute. Okay, this one I was looking for. WooCommerce after shop loop item. And this is a hook that will probably fire up right here because this is the loop, this is a shop item, so it will probably fire up after it. And if we click on it, it actually tells us exactly where it is. So we can see that into the WooCommerce shop, into the WooCommerce after shop loop item, there are 2 hooks that are already hooked there by default. The WooCommerce template loop product link close and the WooCommerce template loop add to cart. So this means 2 things. First, it means that I can add something right here. Let me show you. If I want to add goodbye, hello world right after my add to cart button, for example, I can do that. I can just change, I can say that the head action will go to this hook. Copy, paste, let's save, and refresh. And you can see that now we have hello world right here. And it also means that I can remove, for example, the add to cart button by removing the action, by unhooking it. So let's do this. I didn't say it, that's kind of important and I forgot. There is also a remove action, and I will change the PowerPoint later, but remove action is basically like add action. It gets where we want to remove something. We want to remove it from the WooCommerce after a shop loop item. What do we want to remove? This thing right here. And let's save. And let's refresh. And we remove the button. One thing that is important to note is that the remove action can also get a priority, and the priority has to be the same as what it was in the head action. So if we look at the documentation, we can see that WooCommerce template loop add to cart is being added with a priority of 10. That's why the remove action worked here without a given priority, because the default is 10 as well. And that's it, guys. So those are action hooks, and I'm going to tell you later what are filter hooks in another tutorial. Alright, guys. And this was Gal from WP.codes, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.